Today I'm going to give you a tip when you're replacing a solenoid on your irrigation system. So when you've got a solenoid go bad, I know it can be very frustrating. You try to turn the zone on, it doesn't work, trying to figure out what the deal is. If your wires are all still good, it really could be that solenoid has gone bad. It's one of the things that just happens on your sprinkler system. This stuff a lot of times lasts a long time, but sometimes, just like other things, things go bad, especially if you're using it a lot. But one of the things you've got to do when you take the solenoid off the valve is you've got to have a way to turn the water off. Because when you take that solenoid off, water is going to shoot through the hole that solenoid is over. And so there's two different things you could do. You could just shut the water off on the entire system at your backflow device, or if you've got a master valve, make sure it's off. That would turn the water off on the whole system. Or if you're right here at the valve and you've got a valve with flow control, there's a way you can do it as well, while leaving the water on. So I've got a solenoid here. This is a Hunter solenoid. We're gonna take it out, put a new one in. You see this valve right here, it's got a flow control on top of it. So one of the things, I can leave the water on the whole system, but I can turn this flow control all the way off. So you turn it to the right, and this is essentially gonna push down that diaphragm to not let any water past it. Now, there's still gonna be some water coming out of this, but it's not gonna have the pressure it did before. So, we can take this solenoid off. I'll show you. Oh, God, it still sprayed me. Well, it didn't shut it off too much. Well, just grab the new solenoid, quick. Oh! Okay. Getting it on there now. Oh, see, that's why you don't, it's really better to just shut the water off, because when there's pressure behind it, these want to cross thread. And if you cross thread one on there, it ain't gonna work. It's gonna leak. Okay, there we go. Whew. Well, let's see if I didn't shut the flow control off, how much pressure was behind it. And then you'll see, it should be a lot more. A lot of times this shuts it off all the way, but this one, I turned it, I didn't want to crank down too much. Still had a lot of water coming out of that. It was kind of a pain. See, with this pressure, it is extremely hard now to get this back on there. Unfortunately, I may have really messed this whole deal up. So, water all over me now. So with a lot of things, there's a right way and a wrong way. There's also an easy way and a hard way. It's really best just shut all the water off. That way you've got no pressure behind any of the valves. Then you can take the solenoid out, put your new one in, and make sure it's threaded in there right, not cross-threaded. Wire it in, you'll be good to go.